Let's head back to Southern California. Live picture in the air now over the Canyon Fire. Fox 11 in Los Angeles. They're in full coverage of this now major fire. It's up to 1,000+ acres burned. Let's listen.
Exploding in size and forcing evacuations in both Ventura and LA counties. The Canyon Fire rapidly spreading and burning towards the east. Good evening. Welcome to Fox 11 News at 5 on Fox 11 and Fox 11 Plus. I'm Alex Michelson.
And I'm Christine Devine. Let's take a live look from Sky Fox of the Canyon Fire. This started around 1:30. You see aerial plane right there. This started in Ventura County. It has since burned more than 1,000 acres. It's currently north of Highway 126. The update here, though, it has crossed into LA County. It is burning east towards Santa Clarita at a rapid rate. Around 100 firefighting personnel from multiple agencies are responding. You can look at the streets there that we are watching here.
A closer look at the evacuation orders and warnings, which have greatly expanded in the last hour. The fire is threatening the communities of Hasley Canyon, Hathaway Ranch. Hopefully we can bring this up. The areas in red under mandatory evacuation right now, meaning it is an order, leave now, get out of your house. The yellow areas mean to prepare to evacuate, start getting your stuff ready.
We are joined now for more information with Fred Fielding, the Public Information Officer from LA County Fire, as we watch their firefight there from the air. Fred, thank you for joining us. Tell me at this hour, 5 p.m. here, what is your concern with the fire?
Well, just that it's spreading towards homes in Castaic. So we've got a lot of people on the ground. It's now up to 250 firefighters roughly on the ground. And we're building this up to meet the demand that this fire's created. And that's exactly correct. You guys were talking about making sure that people stay apprised of all the evacuation orders. If they go to lacounty.gov/emergency or emergency.venturacounty.gov, they can stay up to date with the latest on evacuation orders and warnings.
Do we know of any buildings or structures that have burned so far?
I don't. At this point, there haven't been reports of that. I know there are structures that are threatened, but I don't have any reports as of yet on any structures that have been actually damaged.
So we know that we are in a bit of a heat wave that's not supposed to last too many more days, but how concerned are you about the weather? What role is the weather playing right now?
Well, the weather always plays a big role in these wildfires. When we just have 3 hot, dry days, that really makes the environment where these fires can happen and spread quickly. It really changes that and makes it much more likely that a fire can have large-scale fire growth.
Are there winds of concern?
The winds are moderate right now. It started at about 5 miles an hour. They're always a concern because they fan the flames, they feed these fires, they push them. Hopefully they die down as the night comes, but we'll just have to watch and see.
Because we don't see those dramatic winds that we saw in early January when we had the Palisades fire and the Eaton fire, we're able to look at aircraft like this up in the air. Remember, those days we did not have aircraft up in the air. And so can you talk to us about the importance of the aerial attack and what the strategy is right now to try to knock this thing down as much as possible before any structures burn?
Yeah, they're an incredible asset. These helitankers, they're large helitankers, carry up to 3,000 gallons. We've got a lake nearby that allows us to have very short cycles and get a lot of water on these fires. And that really buys us time where the ground crews can come in behind those drops and make sure that the fire stops. They're also an important intelligence asset because they allow us to get a bird's eye view of the fire. That allows us to see what structures are threatened, what kind of access we have. It's really, they're an incredible asset.
And what kind and how many aircraft do you have right now battling this one?
We have 7 helitankers, and I believe there are 4 more that have been ordered. And I'm sorry, let me look up the fixed wing as well. We have 11 fixed wing aircraft that are working on it.
Oh, wow.
Those are, yeah, so a lot of air power is being diverted to this because, the more we can do in the beginning of a fire, the more we can keep it from growing in size. In its incipient phase as it's starting, everything we do really, it can stop the compounding effect of large-scale fire growth.
And, I mean, we just were looking at that picture. You brought up the fact that the lake is right there. I mean, you can't get a lot closer to a lake than where it is right now. I mean, that's very fortunate for your guys out there.
That's fortunate for us because it allows us to do our job, and fortunate for the residents because it means we can be that much more effective.
So you talked about the evacuation orders and the concerns that the fire is moving toward homes. How much specific information can you give us? Looks like we're looking at a helicopter also. You're using those as well.
You know, I don't have a lot of specifics. Our public information officer, Torres, is headed up there right now. And Ventura County's public information officer, Dowd, is, I believe, on scene. They're going to have a little bit more intel through the incident commanders. I've got a sort of broad view of the fire.
This morning, a frightening scene as wildfires rage in California.
There's the sun completely throttled out.
LA County declaring a local emergency. The Canyon fire exploding in size, reaching nearly 5,000 acres in less than 24 hours. Flames bearing down on hundreds of homes and power lines, forcing evacuations and damaging several structures. Crews clearing away vegetation using shovels and chainsaws. And in Colorado, smoke blotting out the sky as the Lee and Elk fires continue to blaze, burning more than 73,000 acres.
The conditions that we're seeing on this fires are right up there in the higher end of things that I've seen fire behavior wise.
The fires fed by record-breaking heat across the country.
And here at Palm Springs Airport, the airlines have to be very particular about which aircraft they send here to make sure that they can handle the heat. The temperature outside is 117 degrees. The tarmac is north of 150 degrees right now. That is simply too hot for some planes to handle.
These extremes can really create a perfect storm for heat-related illnesses, especially in our vulnerable populations.
And of course, this extreme heat continues to fuel new fires. Just here in Southern California, we've seen several new ones reported in just the past few hours. And the real concern is they will roar up even further as we get later into the day and the temperatures rise once again, Rebecca.